Now I want to talk about, is it wise to have slang words? What are slang words? Why do we have slang words? Well, slang words is another way to shorten things or have a little communication for yourselves. Depends on how you see it. But if slang words go all out in the world where everyone's starting to use it, and one word can mean more words, and the more words one word can mean, the more confusion can happen to the uneducated. So the more slang you make out there and more shorten ways of shortening things with one word, right, the more confusion you get when you have uneducated people. It means the more complicated you are, it doesn't succeed. That complication means function like a complicated engine, unless everybody works together like the complicated engine. It means educated. So you try to make it educated that's standard for everyone out in the main real world, so kids and everybody can function until they get educated. These are the rules that we need to make up together, so it's not misleading and getting taken the wrong way, right? When people talk about Black Lives Matter, everybody, this and that and this, and then people go, well, it Black lives don't matter, all lives matter, right? Here's another conversation of words getting twisted and goes out of control, and why we maybe need to fix certain words and shorten them back down because they only cause confusion. So words cause confusion. The government needs to go, hang on, we see that does that. We're going to get rid of it like a product, right? And so when it comes to all these slang words and people get confused with it, or certain words that can mean a lot of different things, it takes more conversation, right, to fix it. And more time means slowing down. So to speed up things, you want good, quick communication, easy flow for everybody. And definitely good communication that we can speak to till they can get to that education to understand more. And that understand more is what they need to know in certain jobs only, usually. So the people who do understand more are meant to be in certain jobs to make it happen for us because they understand. You wouldn't want these people that use slang words and get mislead all these words and be in a top job, as they might get confused and make wrong decisions, right? And so when it comes to all lives matter, but well, this person's lives matter, Black lives matter, women's lives matter now, they're saying that in a lot of cases. Some people twist it. It depends on how people see it. So some people start saying, yeah, women's are more important, we matter, rah, rah. They start talking like that. And they're not more important, right? Women are important. They're saying women's lives matter because we don't treat them good, but their lives matter too, right? Black lives need to matter because we don't treat them the same way. So they matter, right? But they're not the ones that matter the most, as some people have talked about. And if you looked at it in the Black Lives Matter, they wanted to have power and talk about how the white man had power, and it's their turn to have power, and they can be just as powerful and be the dominating one race than you can. But that's not the best way of connecting. The best way is to go, yeah, we've done a wrong, but we don't need to do another wrong to learn the mistake to show that. That's what the blacks want to do, and go, well, we want, you had your time, we want our time before we can heal. Obviously, we have to give them that time, or we have to use education to show, yes, I did wrong, but two wrongs don't make a right, because we know the education and we can talk about it and we can get along and make it so we don't have to make the other point to show the point. Right? I say that to people all the time. They go, you're not understanding me, you're not listening to me because you haven't been through it. I'll make you go through something, get someone to beat you up. See, people haven't been beaten up. Just talk about the system like I would and go, well, it says you can do this and this and that, but it's not true. It's not true for certain races and all that kind of stuff all around the world, right? And we need to fix that. And to fix that is by the government fixing certain areas that are making problems, like they say when it comes to drugs and certain things that are bad for you. They put up the costs, but they're trying to fix something by creating another problem. Best way to fix something is try not to get a pill to go, look, I'll fix you with this pill, but it's going to give you 10 side effects. Right? You're best to get a pill that's just a pill to fix it and won't cause side effects. Right? So how do you make up laws that do that? Do you make up a law where you're going to take more money off people because you want them to cut back on something, but then you're going to cause another problem when they're already struggling with money? Right? You can cause a bigger problem or a few more problems that can become even bigger than the problem that you're trying to fix. And if someone can debate you that, definitely if it's a government, idea or law, then it needs to be certainly looked at and changed pretty quickly. And how long does it take a team to look at that? How many hours do they need to see and look for information to see the right answer? I'm sure in a lot of these areas I've tried myself and I've got these answers and they haven't changed. It doesn't take too long at all. In fact, if you have a team, you could do a law a day and have a look over it and go, hang on, let's see another way of doing it in the now. Laws need to be changed as technology and people's education changes. If it doesn't line up. Imagine having the laws back in the caveman days today. That's education changes, isn't it? And that works in all systems. But anyway, have a good one. I thought I'll chuck that out as it will go good with the list I'm making up today. And have a good one. See you later.